Dune, the new sci-fi epic directed by Denis Villeneuve, is now out on the big screen in America, but not in Australia. Work that one out. But it's out on HBO Max as well, so you guys can go check that out. Now, I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on Dune. Did I think it was a masterpiece? Like a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying it's a masterpiece. But is it? That's what we're going to talk about. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of Dune? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe. And without further ado, let's jump to this review of Dune.
This is only the beginning.
Okay, so Dune, my most anticipated film of the year for 2021. It was my second most anticipated film of 2020. I don't know. I can't remember if it was going to come out in 2019 because it's been delayed that many times. But I have been so excited for this film. I have no idea about Dune. Never seen a single Dune movie in my life. Never read the single books or anything like that to do with Dune. So I went into this completely blind, no idea of anything to do with the lore, anything to do with Dune itself. The only bit of information I had about Dune and why I was so excited for it was because I heard Robert Meyer Burnett talk about this movie and talk about Dune. So naturally I was super excited because you guys know I love sci-fi. So what did I think about this film? Going into it, I was so excited. And I'll tell you what right now, I'm going to tell you guys right now my thoughts on this movie. And I don't know how to say it. I just don't know how to articulate the words necessary for how I feel about this film. And that is, I love this film so much. So basically, the way that I see this film is Denis Villeneuve came into my house and just came up to me and went, "Yo, Alex, man, I'm thinking about making this movie. I want to know your thoughts on a movie you want to see." And I was like, "Yo, I want to see a sci-fi epic. I want all the sci-fi elements. I want a Game of Thrones-esque story. And I want great visuals. And I want great sound." And you know what he did? He made that freaking movie. He made that movie for me. This ticks every single box. And where do I even begin with this movie? I'm sorry, but I'm going to gush over this movie because I absolutely love it. First of all, I just want to say the technical aspects of this film, from the cinematography, from the visual effects, from the score. If you want to be a filmmaker, watch this movie. It's flawless. It is literally flawless. It's so gorgeous. Oh my god. You will be doing yourself a disservice if you do not see this on the big screen. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful to look at. Absolutely stunning. The locations, the wide angle shots of the desert, of them walking on the desert from the big pan. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Hans Zimmer. Guy's an absolute goat. Absolute goat. And somehow my Xbox just turned on. He's absolutely a ghost. He's so good. He's so freaking good at this. Like, he's just brilliant. He made an absolutely incredible sound mix for this. It's beautiful. The score is outstanding. I was just blown away. Like, it's just... He's a goat. He's one of the goats. One of the goats. He's up there with John Williams. Now, when we get into the story aspect, there is a lot of lore in this particular film. There is a lot of mythology that I absolutely loved. It's incredible how much depth there is in this film and so much rich history that is throughout this film that I want to see more of. It's incredible. Absolutely brilliant. Then you get to the characters. I love Paul. And the performances, I gotta say, the performances from everyone, outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. But Paul as a character is incredible. I loved his arc in this movie. So good. Duncan, played by Jason Momoa, loved him. And the relationship between him and Paul is a relationship that I like to say is like, Duncan is like that, your father's best friend, who's like an uncle to you, who will absolutely put his life on the line no matter what to save you at all times. He is that type of person, and the relationship is so great and so unique, and I love to see that relationship on screen. It was absolutely incredible, absolutely brilliant, so freaking good. Just all the characters were great. I loved the performances. I loved everything about it. Now, granted, this is a slower film. So if you're going in this movie expecting to be sci-fi explosions, just fight sequences, everything like that. It's not what you're going to get. This is very much Game of Thrones meets sci-fi. It's like, what if you got Game of Thrones and you decided to make a story of Game of Thrones, but in a sci-fi aspect with different worlds? Because that's what it is. It's discovering there's different type of houses like in Game of Thrones, and this is a dramatic film. This isn't an action film. There is action sequences which are absolutely incredible, may I say. Freaking brilliant. But then you look at the different houses and it's all dramatic. It's about families, it's about betrayals, it's about gaining power, it's about all this different other stuff that just was so refreshing and so great. And I was watching, I was like, feels like Game of Thrones in space. That's what it feels like. And it's so good as well. When the betrayals happen, it feels earned. It's absolutely brilliant. This is very much a thinking movie. This isn't one where you can just doze off, you just tune out or anything like that. You have to be 100% focused on what is going on because there's so much in this film, and it's only the first part. Because it even says at the title card when you first watch it, Dune Part 1. So there, and we all know there's getting a sequel, which that's a lot of problems that people do have if they don't know anything about Dune or anything like that. The way the movie ends, it does feel unfinished because it is the first part of a story. And when the sequel comes out, that criticism will go away because it is a continuation of a story. It's like Star Wars. It's like a continuation. It's like Lord of the Rings continuation. And it's really, really good. I highly recommend checking this out. The sound design is great. The visual effects, I tell you what, the visual effects are so freaking good. That worm looks incredible. Oh my God. When that shot, when you see it in the trailer come up, it's incredible. It's so freaking good. Oh, I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't real. And credit to them for going practical for this movie and not using CGI, which you could have easily just done this all CGI. No, he went practical and it looks freaking gorgeous. It's so good. It's incredible. I know some people aren't going to like this film, and I get it. It's not going to be for everyone because it is slow. It is different. It is not typical sci-fi. Well, it is like a typical sci-fi, but it's not like your action sci-fi like Aliens or anything like that. It's not like that. This is a slow burn, dramatic sci-fi film. And I know it's not going to work. But for me, boy, oh boy, I tell you what, this ticked every single box. For me personally, it's hard to find a flaw. It is very hard to find a flaw in this film where I'm sitting there and I'm like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And I didn't like that. To me, this is a near flawless film for me. Like, it ticked every single box. Everything I wanted in this movie was there, and it was delivered. It was great. It had enough action there, and it had that dramatic story that made me invested. And when you have a lead character like Paul that I'm super invested in, the whole story, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm invested in him. So when things happen, there is a particular character that I can't believe. I was actually really upset when they did something to this character because I really enjoyed him. But there is some scenes when you see in the trailer where what's his name, Oscar Isaac, is telling Paul that about, when you're called to it, you have the choice to choose to go down that path or not. That is expand upon in this movie, in the character arc of Paul, which makes him such a compelling character. I love this film. It's so good. It's everything I wanted and a lot more. I highly recommend checking this out on the big screen. Big screen. I'm so glad I didn't go down the HBO Max and just get a VPN and do that, because I needed to see this on the big screen. And I'm telling you now, the visuals, the sound design, everything about this movie is meant to be on the big screen. Go and see it on the big screen. Support it. This may not be the movie for you, but I'm telling you, if you like Game of Thrones, if you like sci-fi, this is the perfect movie for you because it's right up your alley. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of Dune? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.